The Castrol Edge Endurance Countdown continues today. You're on speedcafe.com.au. Today we're looking at car 19, Jonathon Webb and David Russell. Jonathon Webb has been probably one of the standouts in the V8 Supercar Championship Series this year. Do you agree with that? 13th in the title?
I think he's been the biggest surprise and probably has been to himself. He's 13th in the championship. He's running the top 10. He's obviously at a good time with DJR. They're going very well with James Courtney and the like. New sponsor, Mother Energy Drinks. Car looks great. Black, it's mean, it's nasty. I reckon it's going to go under the radar. And David Russell's a good little steerer too. They're both products of the Fujitsu series. They fought for the championship last year and now they team up. So I guess the question is, does the Fujitsu series get you ready to go into the main game? David Russell's only been in the main game once at Bathurst, and that was 7 years ago.
I think that Fujitsu series does get you ready. I think it's a fantastic series to do this, get you ready. And Jonathon and David, they're products of the, coming up through the Fujitsu ranks, and it puts them in real good stead. And they're a real unknown. I mean, I wouldn't have any money on them to be in the top 10.
Oh, I would. Absolutely.
But they're capable, but they're unlikely for lots of inexperienced reasons. That everyone seems to need an amount of years to get it right. And they've yet to deliver at that top end of town. They've delivered at the low end.
And this is Webb's first chance as the lead driver in a car. He's been the co-driver to guys for the last couple of years. So how a driver takes that on and whether they can rise to the challenge with that is probably another of the issues. But he drove for this team DJR last year and was really strong with Warren Luff. So I think they're a really good, sneaky, dark horse combo. Not to win the race, but to run in a good top 10 position, be there on the lead lap. They can make a nuisance of themselves, no problem.
Certainly, Jonathon's capable. He shows great form, but he's still got to put it together, and he doesn't know yet whether he can do it for the whole 161 laps. And I'm hoping my comments fire up some of these young guys because these young guys are the future, and they're going to be winning races one day. But whether it's this coming couple of races or next year, I don't know.
David Russell's actually competing in both the Fujitsu series and the main series at Bathurst. Is that a big task?
I think it's a big help.
It's a bonus.
The more laps that you can get up there, and that's something that before the Fujitsu series was created, you couldn't do that. You really just turned up and did the laps you could do in your car. So that's a big help. Although the cars are different that he's jumping from in Matty White's team. A car's a car, the laps are laps. So that lets Jonathon Webb concentrate on running the 19 car in the main game sessions, getting a bit of a qualifying setup, getting that car ready for the race, and David Russell's getting his laps in his car as well, and getting some racing as well. So there's nothing quite like having that hand-to-hand combat.
Their car's competitive. Their team knows what to do based on Courtney's performance up the front. So a few things going for it, as you say, but the question mark clearly is going to be whether the two drivers get it right.
You put a lot of question marks on things, and I think some blokes are going to answer them.
I tell you, drivers win Bathurst and drivers lose Bathurst. Every weekend there's one driver wins and 28 lose, so the odds are in my favour.
What about the blokes who biff the tyre wall on the way into the pit stops? Do they lose Bathurst too?
Absolutely.
Is that the one that got away for you?
Absolutely. I won 6, lost 1.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, mate. Yeah. I know. I'm saying all my comments are based on hardcore 26 years of Bathurst facts.
Larry can't do anything about that race, the 2001 Bathurst, but Jonathon Webb can do something.
Correct.
Let's see how he goes.
Prove me wrong.
The Castrol Edge Endurance Countdown continues tomorrow.